Hello, SiIvaGunner fans. Welcome to the second interview for K4Ed.
Sorry things didn't end so swimmingly with that last interview. Hopefully I won't have to be ringing up security like that again. But anyways, now we're here live with our second contestant, Mariya Takeuchi. How are you feeling, Mariya?
Thank you for the introduction, Meowth and HyperCam. I'm feeling all right. Glad to be here.
That's great. Here's something I want to get out of the way first. Mariya, might you be able to explain what's up with your color scheme?
Or your lack of a color scheme, even?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people curious about your appearance. Is it something you chose yourself?
Well, not quite. I don't completely understand it, but when I was brought here from the past, it seems like I retained the look of the photograph I had taken for the Sweetest Music cover.
Whoa! Hold your horses now! You're from the past?
That's right. The earliest thing I remember before being brought to present day was getting ready to go out to pick up some groceries. There was a flash of white as I left my house, and then I woke up here, in your time period.
That's crazy talk!
Well, I don't think it's nearly as crazy as some of the other contestants I've seen in the tournament.
Now, Mariya, I must say, your English-speaking skills are pretty impressive, considering you're from Japan and all. Learning English is really hard, too. Well, unless you're me, of course.
Oh? Could you not always talk?
Nope. I grew up making Meowth noises like every other Meowth on the block. I had to teach it to myself, with no help from no one. But enough about me. How'd you get so good at it?
Well, I've always been really fascinated by Western music. I remember falling in love with such talented musicians, like the Beatles when I was young. Later on, I ended up doing a year of high school in a small city in Illinois. So, of course, I had to get very good at talking to everyone. I had also studied English literature during my college years back in Japan.
This is all very insightful. Moving on, here's our next question. What's it been like adapting to modern-day life? I can imagine it must have been pretty overwhelming.
I think the most interesting thing about being brought here was looking back at my discography and listening to all the songs that me, my husband Tatsuro Yamashita, and my friends from the music industry have made over the decades. I worry I might not remember to write some of my own songs when I get back home, but I've also been having a very fun time here. It's so wonderful seeing all these evolutions of musical styles from all the other contestants. I'm also surprised at how video game music has blossomed into its own community. I couldn't imagine such straightforward and simple technology would have grown such a cult following. I guess Harry Hansa was really onto something after all. Hopefully I get the chance to speak with some of the other contestants before leaving too. And the team here at SiIvaGunner have also done a great job of making me feel welcomed.
Okay, Mariya, I have a question now. How did you control YouTube's algorithm to make your song on everyone's recommended?
Oh, I'm afraid that's a misunderstanding. The viewership behind Plastic Love was none of my doing. I don't think I'd have much fun controlling a platform like YouTube for my own popularity anyways.
Interesting. If you're not interested in popularity, then I gotta ask, what do you plan to do if you win the tournament?
I haven't been thinking about it as much as I probably should be. I guess I would use it to spread my own love of music as well as the love of music from my friends.
How sweet. We got a few more questions here before we can wrap things up now. I'm sure you must be very accustomed with the genre by now, it being a part of your sources and all, but what are your thoughts on future funk?
I'm honored that there are people who are big enough fans of my work to make their own remixes. Personally, I tend to enjoy more of a natural sound to my music. Maybe that's a little too old-fashioned for some people here in the future, though I'm very flattered either way. If you vote for me, you'll get to hear both. I know that's what the voters are looking for.
That's great. But now for one final question, how are you feeling about your opponents for the first round, the Jack brothers?
They seem a little peculiar. I'm afraid I don't know much about their sources either.
Well, they have music from games developed or published by Atlus.
I don't know all that much about Atlus, but they must have some great musical styles to be competing in this tournament. I'm looking forward to hearing more of their tracks.
All right, folks, that's all the time we got. Thanks for joining us, Mariya. We'll be back later with another interview.